are now listening to the Pearcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Pearcast. I am Dan Eggers, your host, and to my left, I am joined by
Connor Potts.
And to my right, I have
Paige Eckstein.
And we are here to bring you a monthly news roundup of butt plugs,
Turtles,
and knitting.
Oh my God, let's get right on into it with our very first news story. This comes from the very reputable site.
I'm looking forward to this one.
This is a good
You've
one.
been talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
This is the one I wanted to start with. There's some really good ones
I'm
here.
curious about a lot of these.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the first one comes from the very reputable site, The Smoking Gun.
Sounds reputable.
Cops. Man stole $166,000 from mom for fetish items.
Whoa. 166,000?
Yes.
Thousand.
For fetish items.
What?
Please tell me it goes into detail on the...
Yeah, what? Did we get
fetish
specific
items.
fetish items?
Ohioan 59 spent money on cam girls, sex dolls. All right. So on April 24th, an Ohio man charged with stealing more than $166,000 from his incapacitated mother.
Oh.
Used
incapacitated
the
in what way?
funds. She has dementia.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's...
Yeah, she can't remember anything.
Ah.
It's pretty bad.
God damn.
He used the funds to pay for online sex shows, silicone sex dolls, wigs, and pornography.
What? So, hang on. That's still 166,000.
Look,
so what kind of silicone sex? Are we talking about
what we need to
the
do
real?
is find the average cost of a silicone sex doll.
That's true.
Okay.
You should
we got to
look
do
that up.
some research.
I'll tell you right
here.
now.
Oh,
And
I know they're not cheap.
Have you
Listen.
guys done your own research into these?
I'll tell you right now. I know that for a fact, sex dolls are not cheap at all.
So that's got to be where
So
Well,
right
I'm
now-
sure there are
the
some
money
out
went,
there.
right?
Because that's like...
Let's build our sex doll right now. So we're going to realdoll.com, the classic, the
Ooh.
name brand, right?
Okay.
I wish y'all could see these
Quinn
images.
1.0. I could not
Ooh.
show this on Twitch. Is almost $8,000.
Okay. So
All
there's
right.
how many did he buy?
You want a cheap one?
How many sex dolls did
A
he
cheap
buy?
How
sex
many do you
doll.
need?
We can get Olivia 3.0. She's almost 8. We got Elena 2.0 and 1.0. They're really cheap. They're only 6,000.
What are the
Only.
differences between generations?
Great question. Let's find
I'm
out.
just
Asking
like,
the
whoa,
Oh wait,
deep
they have a
questions,
3.0 for
yeah.
Elena as well.
Wow.
Let's see what 1.0's got.
Like more horsepower?
She probably doesn't shave or something.
Are they like sentient? Do they do this on their own?
So
No, they're not fucking people.
Still, if
These
this
look
guy-
ridiculously real,
they
though.
do. It's kind of creepy.
Do you want to see this?
Yeah, you gotta experience. It's
I don't like it.
That
There's
I don't
something.
either.
There's
very
something.
creepy.
it's Valley of the Dolls.
Okay, so
I don't
there's
like it.
there's extra options you can get.
There's optional totals
okay,
for
so you can get-
150. Vaginal style.
Yeah, you can get a detachable vagina,
So
or you can get one that stays in all the time.
if you max it out, if you add all the optional, what cost are you looking at? If that's possible to determine.
It's not like building a car on the internet. It's not that hard to figure, or it's hard to
different
figure out.
packages.
Actually, pubes cost you more.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that they have pubic options
Well,
though
you can get,
too.
You can get different. You can get freckles and shit.
That's
You
what
can get
I want in a
custom freckles.
vagina.
Custom freckles, and
Freckles.
piercings.
it's all about realism.
I feel like you could just do your own piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Why do you need to pay for it?
I mean, I don't know. What if it came out and poked you in the dick?
I don't know what kind of.
Can they
what
get
kind of
tattoos?
piercings do they do? Yeah, can you add tattoos?
I don't see an option for tattoos.
I think you should.
Not real enough for my
Yeah.
taste. Pass. Okay, but seriously, that's expensive. But we're still looking at 166K. So if we walked into this guy's house,
Hold on.
Mhm.
are there 30 of them in a room, like a terrifying
And does he
Texas
still live with
Chainsaw
his
Massacre
Does he still
style?
live with his
Well,
incapacitated mother?
right now he lives in prison.
Back up to before this, when he was
Before
collecting
this, he was
his.
definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, he was taking her. So
God.
let's see. He used stolen money, which I'm not entirely sure. Okay. He took her credit cards and used her bank accounts to do this, it looks like. And he
That's
used the stolen
shitty.
funds to pay for online cam girls, investigators allege. And it goes on to say, according to a search warrant inventory, cops seized these items from Joseph's residence.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. 5 silicone sex dolls.
Oh.
Hold on. With multiple heads
Oh.
The heads are
What?
detachable?
in this case. Or maybe just,
So how many heads though?
it does
Like
not
is it
say
like
how
5
many
bodies
heads.
and 12 heads?
And what's the? I'm curious about the cost of just
It's
a
probably like
replacement
a,
head now.
it's probably like a 5 to 20 ratio.
Or did he have that many more sex dolls that he just ruined the bodies of and kept their heads?
Or did he ruin the heads and have to get new heads?
gross?
Either way, I don't
I
want
don't want to know.
I kind of do though. At the same time, like I need more details on
There's
this.
more.
Still.
There's more that they seized though. They also seized wigs, sex toys, a box of ligatures, unopened lingerie purchases from Amazon, assorted, and I don't know why this is on here, but assorted computer and electronical equipment.
Okay.
Like
what was he doing with that? The reason it's on
he had
here
a
makes
computer.
me want to know what he was doing.
He
with
might have been
that.
trying to
he-
bring
If
them
it
to
was-
life.
He used the computer
Ooh.
obviously for using his mom's money.
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
cam
But the
girls and
assorted
shit.
electrical parts, though.
Do you think the cam girls like knew about all the dolls? Do you think they were like around him?
I don't want to know. I don't like Do we have a picture of what this guy looks like?
Oh,
at all?
yeah.
I do have a
Oh,
picture
yeah,
of this
we
guy
do.
looks like. I showed you this earlier, actually, just the picture.
Oh,
It's that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
That looks
It's that
like
guy.
the kind of guy that would not to be,
It also says in the article, a search warrant affidavit noted that Joseph's ill-gotten merchandise included lingerie or apparel, including but not limited to thongs, G-strings, bras, and sleepwear. During police questioning, Joseph, seen above, reportedly admitted that these purchases would not have been approved by his mother, who has profound dementia, according to the court filing. Joseph told investigators that his mother Joseph told his mother that told investigators that his mother has been non-communicative for more than 2 years.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, just to really drive home.
So how'd they catch this guy? Was it like the bank was like, "Yo, 92-year-old dementia lady, you've been buying a lot of sex shit."
It doesn't
Is
say how
this
they
for
caught
reals?
it. Maybe she has some.
Well, I imagine she might be
Wait.
there at some
According to a
points,
search
you know.
warrant affidavit, Joseph's improper spending ceased in January when a court-appointed guardian for his mother
Ah, there it is.
succeeded in freezing her bank accounts.
There it is.
It took her how long? It took them how long?
This was in January. I don't know when it started. January is when he was caught. A police review of Amazon's purchase history revealed that he bought more than 150 pieces of, quote, what could be described as women's lingerie, end quote. Other purchases,
How else would
quote,
you describe
other
it?
Amazon purchases
what
of
else would it be?
concern, investigator noted, included 2 purchases of butt plugs and
Okay.
2 silicone lifelike dolls. So that was just from Amazon. You got those off of
you
Amazon.
can buy the dolls from Amazon?
Well, I want to know
Oh,
what those
yeah.
look like.
I wonder what
see-
kind of packaging they come in. Like, is it...
Like a
I
clear,
want it to be clear.
they come in like
Yeah.
cellophane. They come in like a cellophane
boy.
package. I don't know where my tab
Alright.
went, so I'm gonna have to open up a new one. You want to see how much they cost on Amazon real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all that there is with
And
Joseph.
Amazon says no matter what the size,
Oh,
if you're a
Joseph,
Prime member,
no.
free shipping. So,
It's a deal.
mm-hmm.
I want to know what they look like.
Oh, this
though.
one's
like
cheap.
How?
What's cheap?
$70.
Oh, what does it look like though for reals?
I feel
That looks like a cardboard cutout.
I feel like that's if you do partake in those activities.
You don't
I
want
don't
to
know
go
if you
12
wanna-
inches.
with it. Yeah.
This is like a
Ooh.
this is like a
Oh.
Laura
Okay,
Croft doll.
No, let's not. That is
Maybe that's what he bought though.
He could have very well bought that. But
maybe he just has dozens of them.
Yeah, I kind of want to see like the inside of this guy's
Miniature.
house. It sounds like a fucking like horror show.
that was Joseph Dayton, though.
All right.
That's a good start.
hell of a start, huh? On a lighter note, this comes from Fox News. Florida men threaten to destroy town with an army of turtles.
Ooh.
Oh, for what? What? Why does it say why?
Oh, great question.
Is it his own town?
A self-proclaimed saint was arrested in coastal Florida town Sunday after screaming obscenities and threatening to unleash an army of turtles, an arrest affidavit reportedly said.
So this just sounds like a normal day in Florida.
Yeah, right.
Another
Like,
day. Authorities received multiple calls about a man who was disturbing the peace at several businesses in Indialantic, a town about 75 miles southeast of Orlando, the affidavit said. The suspect, later identified as 61-year-old Thomas Devani Lane, was calling himself the Saint and allegedly said his army of turtles would, quote, destroy everyone.
So does he already have this army of turtles, or
He
is it
has
one
to.
that he like is going to gather? It sounds like he already has
has
it and
to.
is like training and
It's-
prepared.
I don't think it goes on to say if he's been working on
If it's a work in progress
Depending
or current.
Depending on the turtle, that could be pretty dangerous though. I
I'd
mean,
like to say both of these people are older than I thought they would be for what's going on here.
picture this guy.
Nope.
No, I don't have a picture of this guy. Lane accompanied a responding officer back to police headquarters where he pounded on the walls and glass before leaving the station, police said. Officers later found him in the parking lot of 7-Eleven where he allegedly cursed out the customers, called 911, and the customers called 911.
So they just like, he was there like literally like pounding on the walls of this police station and they were like, he'll tire himself out.
Do you think he outfits the turtles with like armor and weapons or something?
I want them to have tiny little like guns on them
Yeah.
or like little laser
It's
pointers
like-
or something.
It's like Blastoise.
That'd be amazing.
It says
Just
here
mount
that
them on their shells.
It says here that Orlando's Fox 35 reported Lane allegedly told the 911 operator that the responding officer, quote, needed to leave now or you'll all be sorry you fucked with the saint.
The saint?
The saint. He refers to himself as, quote, the saint. Not like a saint, the saint. And you're going to be fucking sorry you messed with him.
I wonder if he's got a name for his turtle army.
Yeah, what are they like officially called? Do they have
does not
do they have
say
uniforms?
Are they for hire? Can you pay to hire
Do they
him
have
in his...
military hierarchy within the turtle?
No, it
Army?
doesn't really. He
If
doesn't
you have
really go into
enemies,
the logistics
contact
of
this
it.
guy.
I don't think he's really got this army of turtles together. It sounds like he may have just been on drugs.
In
Well,
Florida, no.
Police say Lane refused to exit his vehicle and was taken out by force during the ordeal. Lane was allegedly continued to shout obscenities while warning passerbys about his impending army of turtles.
I really wish they would have pulled him out and just like turtles literally spilled out of like his pants and like out of the car.
Yeah.
Like just out of everywhere.
And I saw a video recently that, could have been doctored, but it shows that turtles may actually be faster than they let everybody else think they are.
Oh shit.
Turtles are going to be the
So,
next alligators.
Just
Yeah.
saying, snapping turtles.
That's
Snapping
the other
turtles
question too.
suck.
Yeah.
You ever
So-
seen a snapping turtle? Snapping
Yeah.
turtles fucking
Yeah,
suck.
I
I've
know.
experienced a lot of them in my
I
life.
hate snapping turtles.
So that's the other
much.
question. Are they just regular turtles? Are they snapping turtles, which can get like fucking
Yeah.
big?
Mhm.
Right.
Are they? Yeah. What are they?
And I'm still thinking if you
Nobody
mount,
knows,
if you
'cause you know
mount
what?
guns on their back,
You know what? Unfortunately,
that
He's
could do
got
some
an idea.
damage.
in my
He's got an
opinion,
idea.
it sounds like some sloppy police work was done because it sounds like all that Lane was charged with was disturbing the peace, resisting arrest without violence, and misusing 911. So,
Man.
Did he call 911?
yeah, I actually think I misread that earlier.
He called 9. So he like caused a scene and then
it
called
says
911.
on him-
Yeah,
himself?
I'm sorry. Yeah, he was in the parking lot of a
All right.
7-Eleven where he allegedly cursed out customers and then he called 911.
That seems like a place you would see that
which is the
happen,
turn of
too.
events.
Yeah.
He was just released on bail and doesn't sound like they investigated the turtles whatsoever.
They say what the bail was? Probably like
Uh,
$20.
no bail. No bail.
3 turtles.
Now this is from the Florida Man birthday challenge, right? Where you type
No.
in... Oh,
This
it's
wasn't
not?
yours.
No.
Oh man.
You want to tell people what that's Florida Man birthday challenge is about?
Yeah,
we can do
so-
that real quick.
So I wouldn't mind.
Let's do the Florida Man
wouldn't
birthday
mind.
challenge. I've already done mine. Mine sucks, but let's
Mine was okay.
Mine was just
pull
like
yours up
sad.
I've
on,
seen better ones.
let's explain the challenge.
So you go on Google, and I'm sure some people have heard of this already, but you go on Google and you type in Florida Man, followed by your birthday, which I'm not sure. Let's see what I get.
It sounds like you were not sure of your birthday.
I
The way
was,
you used to.
I was more not sure the way I typed it in. Here you go. This is the one I remember. Well, that's too depressing. I'm not going to read that one.
That's my problem. Mine was depressing.
This one's pretty good though. Florida Man damages parked cars because he could not find his car.
I
It
like
says
that.
a man from Lutz accused of breaking windshields.
This is the year you were born?
and he's no, not the year, just the day. Just the
Oh,
day.
just the
It
day?
doesn't have to
Oh, I did
happen-
the year with
doesn't-
mine.
No, yeah, it's just the
Okay.
date. The
Okay.
date that you're born.
Well, I haven't
not
done that
necessarily
yet.
Your year. It says a man from Lutz accused of breaking windshields. So this guy was going around breaking windshields on several cars because he was angry he couldn't remember where he parked his own car. I get it, man. You couldn't find your car. Tell me about it. I've forgotten where I parked many times, especially in those big parking lots at the mall and shopping centers.
I like to imagine just every car he was like, not mine, ugh, and just smashed
But
it.
he only did says total cost of damage is estimated to be about $1,000. So, and he's a
So he didn't do that
60-year-old
much.
man.
All of these
okay.
people.
This is the first article was a little bit, or the first sentence was a little bit misleading. Says deputies say 60-year-old Albert Megnath bent, broke, and removed windshield wipers on several cars at this shopping center in Lutz.
Was he drunk?
I'd
imagine,
I don't,
no?
It doesn't say anything
All
about
right,
him being
all
drunk.
right.
Oh, but however, the plot thickens.
Oh my God.
The
Oh,
arrest
shit.
report also says Megnath was not supposed to be at the shopping center because he was given a trespassing warning back in September for vandalizing the property.
Oh no. So he's like a known
But yeah,
vandalizer.
that's the Florida Man birthday
For
challenge.
you, huh?
Dan, what do
Yeah,
you
for
got?
me.
I just looked mine up. We got the Pensacola News Journal. This says Milton man hit pregnant girlfriend with bag of tortilla chips over baby's paternity.
Okay.
Milton man was arrested Tuesday
it-
morning for
Were they
alleged.
scoops?
Yeah, what kind?
I don't think it's going to give the brand. A Milton man was
Is it because it was his baby or was not his baby?
Give me a second. We'll find out. A Milton man was arrested Tuesday morning for allegedly hitting his pregnant girlfriend in the face with a bag of tortilla chips after the woman told her the unborn baby may not be his.
May not be his.
No.
Rusty Beatty.
No,
30.
that's not a human's name.
Or it's Betty. That's Beatty.
Is it
He had no chance in life.
B-E-A-T-T-Y.
This is definitely what he
I'm
was.
not sure how you pronounce it.
Rusty
He was
Beatty,
born
30,
for this.
Maybe Beatty?
is also accused of pushing and punching his girlfriend and
Oh.
girlfriend's daughter. Oh.
Damn.
According to this arrest report from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's.
That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's just a bag of chips.
No, not if he's
If it's
beaten
scoops,
I just
up.
get it. If it's scoops, you better say thank you because
Yeah.
scoops are good.
Yeah.
Doesn't really say too much. The records revealed Beatty was on probation for possession of a controlled substance.
Wonder
Surprise.
what that was.
Probably something
You can see
good.
a picture of him.
They noticed a couple of scratches
no
on his face
surprises.
because he said that she was attacked. He was attacked first, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he was hit in the face with a box fan.
What? I shouldn't have laughed at that. That's terrible.
They
You
said-
shouldn't get hit in the face with a box fan,
No.
but just
That's also outrageous enough that it could
could
have
have
happened.
happened.
Very
Yeah.
well, yeah.
The imagery made me laugh first, and it shouldn't have. That was my bad.
He was arrested, booked, and taken for no bond. He was charged with misdemeanor court and aggravated battery of a pregnancy. I didn't know. Wait.
Wait, there's a difference?
He was charged with misdemeanor count of battery, and felony counts of aggravated battery of a pregnant victim
I guess that makes
Is that a
sense.
and
separate
probation
charge?
violation.
That would make
Yeah, I
sense.
didn't
It
know that
could
was a separate
cause-
charge.
It could lead to
I mean, it would make
you know,
sense. Yeah, definitely.
issues.
Definitely.
Just why the tortilla chips, though?
Yeah.
Did you want to look up yours, Paige?
Yeah, do it. Google it
Do you
for
want me to
me.
look up yours real quick? See what
Yeah.
your Florida man is?
What's my Florida man, guys?
What is it called? The Florida Man Challenge?
Just type in Florida man and then.
No, I know that,
over it.
but
The birthday. I feel like the last
Let's
time I did
see.
this, mine was like sad. Oh wait, nope, that top one was pretty good.
I'm just gonna read the headline for this
all right,
one.
you ready? The one I just found?
No.
No, why-
Just
you
a
doesn't
real
know my
quick one.
birthday.
I was
That's
just
true.
I was just
That's a
scrolling
good
through
point.
and saw this while you were looking for that one.
Give me it.
Florida man tries to run over son who wouldn't take bath.
We have nothing against Florida, by the way. Okay, so this is for Paige's birthday. Florida man drops stolen TV from getaway scooter.
Getaway scooter.
Yeah.
Scooter.
What kind of scooter is it? Is
Yeah,
it one of
well,
those
Are we talking like moped scooter?
No,
or
it looks
razor
like it's one
scooter?
of those like
It just says
mobility
motorized
scooters.
scooter.
Is kind of what it looks like,
Oh,
Here we got the
maybe.
video. What does the video look like?
Like a shopping center scooter,
Yeah.
but in
No, that's a moped.
No, that's
Consumer.
just a moped.
And he drops it.
Oh, it's great watching him try. He's literally trying to
wobbling back
hold
and
it in
forth.
front of him and
So-
drive. He's got it.
So to describe what's going on here is
That is so
they
dumb.
grab this TV from like a Best Buy or something.
It's
and they hop on the
43
back.
inches.
It's 43 inches, and the guy's in the back, and he's just wobbling back and forth because he's holding on to nothing but this TV. And then they just drop it, and they stop and pick it back up.
And then he
drive
tries
away.
to set it in front of him, so
They
he
still
can't
got away with
see.
it. The TV's probably
starts
fine.
driving.
Is it just one guy or is it
Two
is it
guys.
more than
There's
one?
there's
Two?
a guy driving the moped and a guy riding the bitch.
That's beautiful.
Why didn't you just have the guy on the back sit backwards and hold it? They could have used a belt and tied themselves together.
I'm gonna go out on a
that
limb and
movie
say
Stuck
they
on You.
weren't.
The brightest.
Yes.
Yeah?
Just
I would agree.
throwing that out there.
All right, you ready to move on to our next news story?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I want to move on to a little bit of a lighter note than death and butt plugs.
Okay.
Just kidding. Those are both light
I'm
notes.
okay with
Everything's
that.
been a light note.
You know. I was gonna
Everything's
say,
been
we
an
haven't hit
incredibly
anything.
light note.
Except for that sad mom.
yeah, the dementia
I feel bad
story
for her.
was a
That's-
little-
yeah.
the beginning.
I feel bad for her.
This comes from Fox 2 News and takes place in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Man sues parents for getting rid of his vast pornography collection.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
An Indiana man is suing his parents for getting rid of his vast pornography collection, which he estimates is worth $29,000.
So is it
$29,000?
physical media, like magazines and stuff?
It sounds like it. Yeah, the 40-year-old man last week filed a lawsuit in federal court in Michigan where he moved out of his parents' house in 2016 following a divorce. Or moved in with his parents, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
following a divorce. He says that when he moved out 10 months later, they delivered his things to his new home in Muncie, Indiana, but his 12 boxes of pornographic films
Poor
and
guy.
magazines were missing. His parents admit they dumped the porn with such titles such as
Oh no.
Frisky Big Business and Big Bad Grannies.
Wait, okay, so this is like these are like DVDs or tapes.
These are magazines and DVDs.
They have magazines
And
because I
Dan-
really could see magazines of that genre being actually pretty.
Especially if they're vintage.
They could be worth a
or,
decent
I thought
amount.
you were
yeah,
gonna
absolutely,
say-
if they're vintage.
No. I was gonna say like $29,000, I believe. But if
I
it's
know
just like
personally-
granny porn VHS tapes,
Big Bad Grannies goes for quite a
Mhm.
bit these days.
I mean,
$6,900.
I thought you were gonna say you would be turned on by Big Bad Grannies. Is where I thought you were going.
I
with
do
that
have some
sentence.
questions about it.
Is there something wrong with that?
The man filed a complaint with police, which is funny, but the Ottawa County prosecutor declined to press charges.
How
See, that's
pathetic do you
kinda-
have to be to?
I mean,
That's
to
kind of
be,
bullshit,
to be
though.
fair, like
for real,
Connor,
it's his
imagine I helped you
personal
move
property.
and I threw away your computer.
Well, yeah, but I'm
full
saying
of all
like,
your porn.
see that throwing away the computer is what would
I know,
bother
I know,
me,
I know.
Not losing
But like
my
we don't know
porn.
what's all in this collection. Like
Right.
legit, I know
That's
people that
true,
have
that's
collections
true.
of like vintage Playboys,
But
and
could
those
you
can
just
go
imagine
for a lot.
going into the police station and saying, "I'm a 40-year-old person and I just had to move out of my parents' house and they
Right.
threw away all my porn. I'm mad."
Right,
Do
right.
something.
Yeah.
Props to him for being like brave enough
hey,
to.
Yeah, yeah.
No shame.
The man filed a complaint with police, but the Ottawa County. Oh, I already read that. The lawsuit includes an email excerpt from the man's father, who told his son, "I did you a big favor by getting rid of all that stuff."
Dad's not done with
Do you think
that.
the porn was the reason for his divorce?
Oh, great question.
know
Like, how
what?
big was this? I want to
He
know how
had
many things were in it,
12
like
boxes.
individual.
Are they like?
12 boxes.
And I'm imagining their
That's a lot.
standard
That's
moving box
impressive.
size. You
Right.
know,
They're all like little baby boxes, so it's
that's
not actually that
that's
much.
too much.
That's too much porn.
He's
Yeah.
seeking triple the financial damages.
Why?
though.
Does he have like
From his
emotional
parents?
like
Yes.
disturbance from this? Is he upset? Did it hurt
He's
him?
seeking $87,000.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
He
some
should
of that stuff.
seek the
some of that
maximum that
stuff
a
you
jury will allow.
imagine like you can't get some of this stuff back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got big bad grannies, right?
Mhm.
Volume 4. Right?
I can't imagine that's worth very much money.
you
like
can't
the
imagine
valuable,
that big bad grannies is worth.
the
we need to look
valuable
up the value of
things-
Big Bad Grannies.
Fuck, you want me to really look that
Yeah.
up on your laptop?
Would do it.
All right.
But
So
you know,
many things that
I'm
this laptop
imagining
is-
there are certain
I've given
vintage magazines or something out there that collectors would actually spend outrageous amount. I mean, people have spent way more money on dumber things. So
Yeah.
It comes up with just X hamster. Oh wait,
Okay.
here we go. 2000. This is a 2000 video.
Okay.
Oh god, it's just porn on my screen now, and it's only $6.99.
So he must have
hey,
had a
that's a pretty
lot.
decent price.
We
But
can-
he must have
hold
had
on.
a lot though.
Did you know that you can pay per minute?
What?
on what?
The adult vidpire.
What's the cost of a
Just
minute?
so everyone knows.
New
It's gotta
accounts
be-
get 15 free.
15 minutes free.
15 minutes free.
Wow.
We're not
Shit.
sponsored by this.
That's
by
all I
any
fucking
means,
need,
guys.
then.
But let's
Just
get out of this tab. Let's get out of this
How
tab.
about we move on to the
Move
next
on
I
to
don't
the
want
next
this
news
anymore.
story. I'm
Discuss
done. I'm
granny
done.
porn
I've looked
enough.
up
Yeah,
way
that's
too
good.
much gross stuff.
That's good.
Oh, this is a big one.
Okay.
This is a big news story.
Yeah, so I
guys.
read about this one before this. So
Because
this is one I'm not going
This is a
blind
story
on.
that people have been talking about in the news. I've been hearing people bring up this story before. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where this article comes from.
Look at the bar at the top of the browser.
It's
What
not
is
in
this?
that. It's I believe this comes from the Sun. CO.
Oh.
Yep.
Very
Okay.
reputable.
Yes.
Very reputable.
That's
So this is
all
a
we
big
go
story.
with
This
here.
is a big fucking story though, for real, guys. This is
Well, quit talking it up.
all right.
Let's hear it.
Lay it on.
Now it's not the headline's not going to be as great, but
That's okay.
well, okay, never mind. Woman harassed man with 159,000 texts after one date and threatened to wear his flesh and devour his organs.
Is there a problem with that?
Jacqueline
Isn't that what
AIDS,
you do after your
32.
first date?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's another one. A woman accused a man. It says it again, but she believes that the jury will find her innocent and demand that he marries her.
I don't.
Yeah,
that's
what
reasonable.
she expects from
She expects the
this
jury's
outcome.
going to say, "Oh, okay."
Look, the court. That's their decision.
He's got
I
to
don't
marry
think
you now.
A jury can demand that someone marry you. First of all,
I do not think that's legal at
What
all.
do you mean?
No.
What do you mean? A judge can't just find two people on
You
the
two
street
are
and
obviously
say,
perfect. Time
Yeah.
to get married. End.
Jacqueline AIDS, 32, is alleged to have broken into her date's home following messages where she threatened to
Ooh.
wear his flesh and devour his organs. A woman is accused of it's
There's a lot of
Boy,
headlines
hold
in
on one
between
second.
pictures.
I worry she might.
Hold on, you ready for
actually
this?
do it.
a screenshot of the
She broke
text
in and
conversations between AIDS and the man she met through the online dating site have been revealed.
159,000 texts.
There's a lot of them, but here's
screenshots?
some of the good ones. And I gotta. It's spelled horribly. There's a lot of terrible typos.
I imagine
So
somebody
what
that does that.
right. So what I gotta do is
I just read it like it should be.
yes, I'd wear your face and sit on top your skull in your hands and feet.
Will you read it again, please?
I'd wear
Country
your
of
face
origin?
and sit.
No. I'd wear your face and
No.
the top of your skull
Okay,
and your hands and feet.
You're adding and. I want to add the
Oh,
in
okay.
because the in sounded funnier.
the end.
Okay.
And you'd be watching me.
No. Okay. Don't read this.
Okay.
And you'd be watching me in a taxidermy suit.
What's a taxidermy suit?
This is blacked out for. Oh, I guess it's his response. I don't know. She said, LOL to his response.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he said, like,
It must
what
have
the
been
fuck
pretty
is
funny.
wrong with you? And then she said, I'd make sushi out of your kidneys
What?
and chopsticks out of your hand bones.
Okay, so taking aside that that's terrifying and insane,
It's pretty creative.
why would you use organ meat for sushi? That's too heavy and rich. It wouldn't make good sushi.
Chopsticks,
I'm
though,
just
that's pretty
saying.
creative.
Then he
That's
said
true.
something which
She's
is
an Etsy girl.
redacted.
Mhm.
And then she said, LOL. And he said,
This guy must be really funny.
I'm sorry. And then she said, blah, 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 money.
She literally said that.
Yes, exactly. Word for word said that.
So these are the kind of texts he's getting.
yes.
Incessantly,
And
I
and
imagine.
then the article goes on to say, instead she's desperate to have it go to trial, and even said they, the jury, are going to say you're not guilty, and on top of it, like, we demand that you two get married.
I bet they say that word for word. I'm just going to go
Exactly.
right out there and say it.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a good point.
Yeah.
And like, you two should get married.
Now,
She's going out there and she's trying to take what she wants.
now to be
so-
fair, AIDS has always maintained that a lot of the text messages she allegedly sent over the 10-month period were jokes that her date responded to. However, over time, the messages seemingly progressed to things like, I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopstick out of your hand bones.
Mhm.
Other she's stands of accused of writing include, oh, what would I do with your blood? I'd bathe in it.
Now, to me, this all just sounds like the logical next step in a relationship.
And ready for the classic, just loving thing to say to your partner.
Mhm.
Don't ever try to leave me. I'll kill you.
Oh, all right.
I kind of believe
That's
her.
a funny joke.
Yeah,
I
I
believe
kind
her.
of believe her too.
That's a funny
Yeah.
joke.
Where are these
Yeah.
people from?
This story is from.
I don't know if they say it
I
anymore.
don't know if they say
I
it.
remember hearing about this though because
I don't know if
everybody
I've heard it all where it's
emphasized-
at. Arizona Republic is where a lot
So,
of these quotes come from, so
with-
probably Arizona.
Surprised it wasn't
This one,
Florida.
all I heard about
I've
when
tried
it
to
first
avoid too
came
many
out
Florida stories.
was that there was 159,000 texts set, and that's it. That's all I heard about. And then I read about it, and it was like, I'm gonna make shit out of your hand bones and sushi out of your organs, and it's like I'd lead with that over the amount of
Sushi
text
out of your
said.
kidneys.
And does it give a time period and how long these 159,000 texts were sent?
That's a good point. That's a good
You know, because
if it's over like 3 years,
yeah,
Well, they
That's
went
still
on
a
one
lot.
date.
I mean, if that
but-
guy didn't have her blocked after,
They did.
Yeah.
They did only go on one date.
wonder how they
Um,
met.
yeah. How did they meet?
Let's see.
I'd sue whatever it is.
She's been in jail since May 2018, so she's been there almost a
Shit.
year on top of
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I
Waiting
read
for
about it. It's
trial.
because she was declared mentally unfit.
You
for-
don't say.
Yeah.
Shocking, you guys, but she was
That's a
declared
good twist.
Yeah,
I just-
they're working on her to
So
get her fit.
she
for
says,
trial.
and I quote, I just think it's ridiculous. I can't believe that it turned into this. I can't believe I'm actually going to jail over some text messages.
Yeah, that's all it was.
159,000
Where you threatened to make chopsticks out of his hand bones
and sushi out of his kidneys.
She seems very confident that
So-
she's going to
and
be
wear
set
his
free.
head and feet. And
So like
hands.
that's
Don't
one
worry
thing,
about that.
and it's like obviously she's mentally unwell, and it'd just be like, it'd be scary. It'd also be annoying. But when she broke into his house, that's when
yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
be legitimately like, okay,
And
what
I think
the
that's where
fuck?
he
That'd be
did draw the line. It
terrifying.
kind of
Yeah.
sounds like. It sounds like the text
Yeah.
messages he could get past, but where he really drew the line
I
was
just
her breaking into his home.
159,000 text messages. Somebody can get past that after one date.
Yeah, that's.
I'm trying to find the quote where she threatens to wear his
It might be
his
in the.
flesh.
There's another article in here.
Just maybe this
Is there?
guy's got some
Mhm.
issues too.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not in here, but it's another one.
I'll look for it.
There you go.
Ah.
Phoenix woman.
Yep. Okay, we got another article here just because
This
this
one
is
is
big.
very
There's
well
there's a
sourced.
lot of
This is good.
articles talking about it. Let's see where she talks about wearing his skin. Maybe it's just the wearing his face part.
Is this a separate article or
There's
just
a bunch of articles about
There's
it.
a lot
About the
this
same
lady.
story, though?
This
Yeah.
one's from Fox News. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot about this lady.
Um.
It's pretty much the same.
There's some more
information,
quotes, though.
yeah.
In the interview, she also claimed to have been kidnapped by Walt Disney, the deceased illustrator. She said once
Okay.
flew. Oh my god! The deceased illustrator, she said, once flew a spaceship and was a member of the Illuminati.
Man.
So, how old is this lady, and how old was she when Walt Disney died? Did
How do
they
we get her
overlap
number?
at all? Yeah, can we text with this
Yeah.
lady? I want to be her text buddy.
Yeah.
Pen pal.
Um,
She's lived quite the life, it seems.
definitely. She said.
Knows
Then
a
she
lot
said
about Walt Disney.
after she said this sentence about Walt Disney kidnapping her on a spaceship,
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Does that sound crazy?"
No, not at all.
It sounds
a
like I'm crazy.
glimmer.
My mom says they're gonna put you back in Rule 11 court if you go around telling people.
Oh, boy.
But it's a true story. I'm not lying.
It sounds like she at least has a tiny glimmer of awareness there, where she's like, I get it, that sounds insane.
Yeah.
But then the crazy comes back and she's like, but it's fucking true.
Yeah.
But have you ever met Walt Disney, guys? You don't know this.
I saw him fly
I'm
down
glad
in a
I checked out
spaceship
this
that one
article, this
time.
other
Yeah,
article to see
that's
that
had
line,
some
because
great
that's a
information.
fucking gem right there. So that, I mean, that's pretty much it on that. I don't
How
think
long
there's been
until
any
a
updates.
Netflix documentary comes out about her?
Like in support of her
Ooh, like
too.
3 months.
Like they're gonna be like
Yep.
This
the
is why she's
untold
innocent.
story
Yep.
of
Well,
Jacqueline
we
AIDS
seized all text message records from
making
the
a
provider, and we're going to read all 159,000
Making a
That bullet
psychopath.
casing didn't even match
Mhm.
anything.
I would not be surprised if this did end with bullet casings.
Or how
with the
about-
psycho woman?
Or how about,
yeah, for real?
The
the
man
story
is
about how she was kidnapped by Walt Disney.
I want to hear that
Mhm.
story.
That's a good story.
Yes.
She reportedly met him via Luxy, a dating
is
site for
Luxy?
millionaires.
Which of them
Who's
are
the millionaire?
millionaires?
Yeah.
He's the millionaire.
What does he do?
He's a CEO of a skincare products company.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think they
That's
give
why
his
she's
name.
So
like, I
maybe
want
he's
to
a
wear
little
your
bit-
face.
and
It's
maybe
he's
because
a little
his
bit
skin is
psychopathic
probably
also.
like
flawless.
imagine it's like the CEO of Johnson and Johnson
Yeah.
is dating this kind of woman. This is what he's seeing on the side.
Did you figure out where they were from?
I imagine
I think
Luxie's probably
Arizona.
catching some shit for not like
I think it's Arizona.
screening more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that time they had the serial killer on the
'Cause
dating game.
All of the articles say
That's on them.
Arizona Republic is where
Yep.
Mhm.
is where it
And
comes
it's
from.
this
The
Phoenix woman,
The
so
desert.
makes you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's just this one's a little more just infuriating and not really threatening, not really it's just fun.
Next story.
Yeah, next
Okay.
story. We're moving on. We're done with that.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
not a lot more to say about AIDS. That's her name. AIDS, would that be AIDS? Ads?
I wouldn't know any other way to
Ades?
pronounce it.
I don't know.
AIDS could be AIDS.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
She doesn't matter either.
She's probably not getting out of jail. Now this takes place over the river, over the
Mhm.
sea,
across the pond.
across the sea, across the pond.
Across the pond.
Dunstable mom's angry.
Dunstable.
Mums like
Dunstable.
possessive.
It's a place.
Dunstable mom's angry after misleading alphabetties can't spell her son's name.
I don't.
What's
I'm
her
not
kid's
even
name?
sure what that.
No, what's her
So
kid's name?
alphabetties are little like I believe they're either potato or
They look like
onion
French fries.
little, and they're shaped like
okay,
letters.
Okay.
Right?
What's her kid's name?
Logan, I believe.
Logan?
Yeah, let me check it out. All right, so
She doesn't have any unnatural characters in there.
Yeah.
So-
is there like
She
an
spell it
umlaut
weird?
or something?
an angry mom has complained to Tesco because her bag of alphabet potatoes didn't contain the correct letters to spell her son's name. Nicola Hart, hold on 1 second, was left very disappointed, quote, to discover the
Very
$1 bag did not
Mhm.
contain the letters L and O, meaning she could not spell out Logan. She
So-
attempted to cover up the omission by replacing the L with an I and the O with a C, but her eagle-eyed 4-year-old son quickly noticed the mistake.
Don't say.
Nicola was furious, and she posted the complaint to Tesco's Facebook page along with pictures spelling out
Furious.
Ikegan.
Now Tesco's just like a little convenience store, probably.
I
She
believe
something like
so.
that, I think.
This is a $1 bag of
Furious.
fucking
Mhm.
potatoes or something.
Go buy like 7 of them, lady, and fuck off.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say,
ridiculous.
and in manufacturing, maybe the alphabetties company should start having people.
It
get the
doesn't
whole alphabet
contain
in the
it
bag.
doesn't contain enough for the whole alphabet. It's not an entire alphabet.
There's not even 26
I
pieces.
don't think
in
there's
there?
26 pieces.
Even
It's a
if there
$1
were-
bag.
So
Think
it's
of how
probably
these
more like
are-
smaller Doritos bags
Mhm.
kind of size.
If
Okay.
these were like, even
These
if
are like
it was a
fries,
full
though.
bag,
Here,
to
check 'em out.
process
Look at
it
'em.
with one of every letter, that
There's
would
the
take
picture.
so much more time and effort than they're
posted.
going to put into something that costs a fucking $1.
Those look bland.
Those look
Yeah, they
gross.
do.
She wrote, and this is on the Facebook page. She wrote, "My son is 4 and learning his letters. I wanted to spell his name Logan. To my shock, there wasn't any L's or O's,
Mhm.
but a lot of the repeated letters. In the end, I improvised using an I and an L as a C.
This
A
poor
C as
fucking
an O.
woman. Can you imagine
An
what
I
she's
as an L
been
and a
through?
C as an O. So I spelled Iken, which obviously wasn't his name. He noticed straight away, and I had to explain why.
Why didn't she
Very
just
disappointed.
Why didn't she just break pieces in order to put the letters together? You know,
The Tesco did respond though.
they
Let's see.
dignified that with a response.
Yeah, what they say.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's go on to because she further elaborates.
Oh, boy.
Thank God.
She said it's misleading. Why would you sell them alpha bitties? Really, they should just be called certain letter bitties.
That's catchy.
I'm
She's
sorry,
got a
certain
good
letter
fucking
certain
point.
letter bites. These are alpha bites. I've been saying bitties this whole time. These are alpha
You have
bites.
been saying
Alpha
biddies.
bites.
I apologize. They're bites. These are alpha bites, and they should just be called certain letter bites.
That's
Alpha bites makes much more sense.
hilarious.
You think? You
Yeah.
think that's a better marketing?
I can imagine her just angrily typing this and being like,
Got 'em.
I'm so clever.
But certain letter bites that rolls off of the tongue
It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It was just lots of repeated letters, a lot of Y's, and a lot of J's. I had to improvise, which wasn't really nice. When Logan
It
comes home
wasn't
from
really
school, he's always
nice.
practicing his letters. So I thought I'd buy some alpha bites and hopefully we could go through it at the dinner table. I thought that's what most parents do, make it like a fun time dinner game.
So she's now putting the onus on this food company to
Mhm.
teach her child letters.
The alphabet, yes.
That seems a bit excessive.
She then goes on to say, obviously the person who made these from Tesco can't have children.
Whoa!
Why is that obvious?
Whoa! That seems like an extreme jump. Do they think it's like a really angry like woman who is infertile and is like, fuck children,
I
this
just
only
don't get
gets
why
wise.
that's obvious.
I have no idea why that'd be obvious.
Oh my god, this woman's insane.
If I buy them, I expect all the letters to be there. That's why I emptied them all out. Apparently, it doesn't say on the packet that not all the letters are in there and that I don't see the point. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently, it says on the packet that not all the letters are in there. But again, I don't see the point in that.
So it does say it on the packet, though.
It does
She-
say. It
and
does
she-
say. It does
So
say.
she's confirming that it
It
says
does
that on
say
the
that they
package,
are on
and
there.
then
It says on the
complaining that
package.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it
say
totally
that.
says on the package that it does say
Wow.
that.
May not contain all letters of the alphabet.
So what is she
Yeah,
mad
it says
about?
that on the package.
So that's a snack though that you can't really do in any other language though. Like you said with the umlaut,
Yeah.
I mean,
Might
Does
be
it
hard
come
to
with
do.
little dots
So
maybe that
maybe-
you can like make your
maybe
So-
own
or
dots?
accent marks for
Yeah.
Spanish.
So should like they be able to sue?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's they? The
Well,
people with,
anybody with like
if-
an accent
yeah.
mark in their name,
Absolutely.
or
Yeah, obviously.
because you know they
they're
don't even
opening
they're
themselves
not
up
even
for lawsuits.
they're not even
all those infertile
And instead,
women.
they should sue Tesco instead of the makers of
Yeah.
alphabetties.
good idea.
Alphabetties.
Please. So this is like a super entitled parent that's like, I
Yeah.
knew what I was getting going into this, but I'm angry about it. You're supposed to teach my children how to read. How dare you, you infertile
As if there are no
assholes.
other ways to learn how to read.
The Tesco went on to respond. I understand that you were disappointed with the range of letters you had. The bags are packed with random selection of letters, and we don't state that you will get every letter. I apologize for any disappointment this causes.
But shut up.
Did she like go
Basically, how
burn
she-
That's
the
corporate
building
shut
down?
up.
Because she sounds insane.
That's corporate shut up.
Corporate should have just approved them to say seriously.
But that's pretty much it for that one. There's not a whole
Good.
lot.
And some dumb
This-
people out
That's
there.
just
Lord,
that's just a
yeah.
Facebook post. There's not even like there's no. She's not suing him. I don't think she's just
That's
angry.
hilarious. That's an insane level of entitlement. And jumping to the
yeah.
fact that they're all illiterate.
Mhm.
jumping to saying
Or not illiterate, infertile.
infertile. Yeah,
Sorry,
no,
that's
they're
what I
saying
meant to go
she can't
for.
have children.
Man.
All right. Well,
Still unclear on how that's obvious, but
Yeah, she's like, obviously.
oh, I wish I had the picture for this one. This one's good. Couple busted for laxative laced cookies made for striking Ohio teachers.
what?
Yeah, what? I agree with the what. Is it because they had children and they were mad?
Did they have a bake sale?
This is
Ooh.
according to the Associated Press. Police says a couple made laxative laced cookies.
What
for
kind of cookies?
It does not say what kind of cookies.
Poor
Bad
journalism.
reporting, yeah.
For striking school employees because they were tired of the noise from the picket line near their home.
Oh, shit. They don't even have kids involved in this.
They're just like, your protest is annoying.
And
Shut
what
up.
happens if they shit their pants all over the street outside?
Yeah, they'd have to then,
these,
like...
I wish I had the picture here, but these people don't seem like they care about
I
shit,
did see
so-
the picture.
They seem like they'd be upset
But
because
they
at
care
11
about
o'clock in the
noise.
afternoon they can't sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they work night shifts.
No,
Hey, that's fair. That could very well be.
You still should not
No.
give people
It looked
laxative
like they
lace.
couldn't quietly rig up, you know? They didn't look like healthy people.
Okay,
They didn't
that
look
makes
great.
more sense.
Yeah.
Police say the pair complained on
Makes sense they
Facebook
would
about
have
drivers.
laxatives, too.
Just ready.
Police say that the pair complained on Facebook about drivers honking in support of striking bus drivers, cooks, and custodians. So they were complaining because people were supporting their protest.
Okay, why did they give the protesters then? They should have given the people that were complaining. Or
They
the
should have been
people that
like,
were
"Hey,
supporting them." I mean,
give these out to people who honk for your
yeah,
support."
Yeah, just throw them like frisbees through their car windows.
How
as
did they
drive
deliver
by.
them?
Wait a
Did they
second.
just walk up and they were like, "Here, I made you some cookies"?
Investigators say they also made a video showing the laxative pills being mixed into cookie batter.
Why
They
would
made
they
a video
do that?
of it.
Did they show it to them when they
seems
gave
like-
it to them?
It seems like this may have been how they were caught by showing
Oh my god,
a video
Oh,
of
good lord.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'm losing faith in humanity
Yeah.
with these news articles. I
yeah.
love them. Keep it going.
Did anybody get hurt, or is everybody okay?
It doesn't really seem to care about the teachers in this article.
Oh.
They don't mention the teachers. It sounds like
Overdosing on laxatives.
Okay, they say none of the workers ate the sugar. So
Oh,
they never
okay.
ate the cookies. So then how did they...
because they probably this
How
is
did
what
they
I
figure-
imagine.
is it the
This is what I
video that
imagine.
they
They
figured it
fucking
out from?
uploaded this video to Facebook, probably, right?
Maybe they Facebook Live.
They Facebook lived a
Maybe that's
video
what
of
they
them
did.
making cookies with laxatives in it,
That's
and we're like,
Baking night.
we're gonna get those fucking teachers.
Or I meant they look like straight up tweakers. So I
Yep.
imagine they were like, we made you some cookies.
Right.
And they were like, thanks. And just, you know,
No,
didn't
thank
eat
you.
them.
Moving on to a happier note, though, we have here
That wasn't that bad.
from
Yeah,
KMTW.
stupid.
No, this is happier though. Like this is nice.
Feel good?
This will make you feel good.
Okay.
Wisconsin church distributes marijuana as sacrament.
Yes, this is
Oh.
what
You
you
heard
told me
about
to
this?
stop reading earlier.
Yeah. A Wisconsin church is using a disturbing, not disturbing, is using and distributing marijuana as sacrament, and some city officials are trying to stop it. Of course.
Are they Rastafarian?
They do go on to say in here.
Yeah, because of their specific religion,
Rastafarians do
stop them.
partake.
Yeah.
Anyone
as-
can sign
yeah.
a card and become a church member and walk out with marijuana. And he said, "quote," and I think this is a church member.
That's a loophole.
I stand Rastafarian religion all
Yep.
the way. Said
Mhm.
church,
There you go, yeah.
said churchman member
It is
Jerry
it's part of their
Sersh.
religion. So
Which means they can't be prosecuted,
Nope,
even if it's
religious
It's
freedom.
it's a weird thing. I think it's technically illegal still, though. I think it's a weird law.
I don't know.
They
it
should
seems
try
like
it.
you might win in court,
Yep.
or at least make some waves.
Absolutely, yeah. That is legitimately
Well-
part of their religion too. It's not like
They, of course, as a
Horseshit.
religion, they accept donations, but they don't require them. And he argues that this is a fight for religious freedom.
that's true. It
Yeah.
is.
He said it's not even an
What
argument;
does
it's
this
just
guy
reality.
look like though? Because I want to know what this
Yeah,
guy
let me.
looks
I
like.
don't know what he looks like. I'm gonna look him
Oh.
up. I've not seen him.
Like, I feel
not
like that
seen what he
plays
looks
heavily
like.
into my decision on this. If it's
Also-
actually religious or
For whatever
White
reason,
boy
you
hippie.
saying that reminded me of a news article that we should look up after this one because it might
be
tie
correlated.
in. It might tie in.
Right.
Do you guys remember Kai the hitchhiker?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
heard about
Kai.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should look that up after this.
Yep.
Wait
I
a
agree.
second.
I did hear about that.
Is this him?
Which one? Both?
This might be him right there.
Oh, it looks like he maybe also got in
Now,
trouble for
who
other.
is him?
That's
are they?
that's the leader of the church.
All right,
The
so that
guy,
guy-
the guy on
the
the
pastor?
left. I guess
That
if
guy's
you
a
wanna
white
call him
hippie.
a
That guy's
pastor.
not a real Rastafarian.
The okay
I'm just
father.
gonna say.
Definitely. Well, how would you describe him for those of us who can't see it?
Everybody's experienced the college kid who's got like bad smelling dreads, white kid,
Mhm.
bad smelling dreads, and who really super is like
smells like patchouli,
into
too.
ultimate frisbee and
Mhm.
hacky sack.
Yeah, but that's not me.
Connor was really into Ultimate Frisbee.
I
in
like
high school.
Ultimate Frisbee is fun, but I don't have dreads.
You don't, not yet. You're working on them though.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
slowly.
I don't want
These dreads were
slowly.
dirty too.
Yeah,
These
they were
real dirty.
they
That's
were
why, because I
not
assumed he looked kind of like Kai the
good-looking.
Hitchhiker, probably.
He kind
He
of
kinda
did.
does.
He kind of does.
So
look like
that's
Kai the
why I
Hitchhiker.
brought
yeah,
him
very,
up.
very astute.
But Kai the Hitchhiker also, he just beat his landlord to death, I believe.
Jesus Christ!
So-
Did he do it with a hatchet?
No.
Did he get charged? Was he the hatchet guy too? Was
Yeah,
that a thing?
that's the
okay,
same guy.
same
That's
guy.
the same guy. But
I saw that.
I don't think that story that he told is true.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think he was just on drugs.
I
And
think
you
he's
think he killed
But
somebody?
look up Kai the Hitchhiker.
I bet you'll find. Yeah.
And
Isn't that older?
yeah,
That
that's
happened
an
a
older
while.
video, but this is
is
fairly
recent.
recent, like past couple of years. I just saw it on Reddit the other day.
Yeah. I just saw it
Let's
come up
see.
too.
Kai the hatchet wielding hacker convicted of murder.
Yep.
Yep.
This is from the Oxygen. Doc, I don't want to look at Oxygens.
Yo, you'll be okay.
You
looked
read
at granny
fucking
porn,
the
so-
Sun and everything, but you won't read Oxygens.
You'll also
It's not
Google
the
granny
Sun.
porn.
I did Google granny porn.
You
So
All
did.
right.
you're okay.
Kai's got a sweet face tattoo now.
Ooh. It covers like like
I
right.
haven't seen it.
It covers like right here. It's an interesting
He
placement
looks like shit.
Yeah.
for face tattoo.
Where's right here? It's like his lower cheek,
Mhm.
like up to his ear. He has a tattoo. Very strange. Did not know his name was Caleb
Mhm.
McGilvery.
Yep.
Gillivery?
Yep.
Perhaps better known as Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker.
Mm-hmm.
The backpack surfer turned internet phenomenon is now a convicted murderer.
I feel
on
like I'm
Wednesday,
not very shocked.
He's
Oh,
30.
I'm not shocked at
He's
all.
Canadian, which I didn't know. Was convicted of first-degree murder for the killing of a New Jersey lawyer, Joseph Galfi, who was beaten to death in 2013.
Oh, it was his lawyer, not his landlord.
Oh
That's
shit!
my
Was it his
mistake.
lawyer or
His
was
lawyer.
it just a lawyer?
Good question. It says that he met him over some beers in New York Times Square, and sounds like he killed him later. Later on, he was dead,
Alright.
and he no longer existed.
I just figured.
There was
You guys had
serious
to
blunt
know.
force injuries to his face, head, neck, and chest, skull fractures, broken ribs, severe concussions, abrasions, and bleeding injuries that contradicted McGilver. Okay, so he claimed it was in self-defense. He claimed he was attacked, just like
Yeah,
like the last
that
time.
Just like the guy that
sad.
he beat to death with a
Yeah.
hatchet.
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that's just thanks for the
Anyway, I thought
sad-
that'd be a nice
thanks
little
for
trip
the sad
down
story.
memory
Yeah.
lane.
Thanks for the sad
It was a
story.
little bit too happy.
Yeah, we had to
Um,
bring it down.
Well, wrapping up, we got a couple more articles here. I'll do I don't know, 2-3 more.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Let's see. This is a real short one. Johnson City man charged with stealing a golf cart and karate uniform.
Ooh.
Both?
Yeah, this comes from News
Wait.
Channel 11 staff.
Did they? Are they sold at the same place?
They were not sold at the same place, but Johnson City,
Sold them
Tennessee,
separately?
police say a man is facing a burglary charge. I have trouble
Tough
with
word.
that word.
That's a tough word.
Burglary charge after he broke into a home and stole a golf cart and karate uniform. So he stole it from somebody's house.
Oh,
Okay.
so they
That
were in
makes
the
more
same
sense.
place.
But they weren't. Yeah.
But it
I
wasn't like
According
imagine
to
he
a
was
Johnson
store.
City
driving the golf
Police.
cart to the karate store.
The alleged burglary happened at a home in Kate's Way. A man told officers someone broke into his basement and took his golf cart and karate uniform.
He's got a golf cart in the basement.
Yeah, but
That's-
yeah.
I imagine
Great
it's an
question.
exterior, above ground
Yeah.
basement. You
Yeah,
can drive
yeah,
it
that's
out.
what I would
Otherwise,
imagine.
what's he?
What's
up
going
the
on
stairs
there?
with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you'd notice that.
Police say Tyler J. Can't pronounce that last name of Johnson City was walking away from the scene wearing the karate uniform.
He's not driving away.
He
in his
was
golf
not
cart?
driving
Did
away.
he get dressed while he was still in the basement?
What color
Like, did he
belt?
like get really excited?
If he was wearing a black belt,
I don't
could
know if
be
it had a belt.
dangerous.
It might have just been the karate
because
uniform.
I mean, the karate powers, they're passed down in the belt. So if you,
You
just
know
put
what?
on somebody
Absolutely.
else's
Honestly,
belt,
I think stealing somebody's karate uniform and pretending like you know karate is like
the coolest thing you
it's
can
the-
do.
No, it's the exact same as like stolen valor.
Okay.
You're like
Stolen
pretending to be a
valor.
soldier.
Yep.
You didn't earn the
Yep,
right.
Yep.
You
All
didn't
right?
earn that belt.
You didn't earn that fucking
Yep.
belt. Take that belt off, bitch.
Support the karate masters.
I like to imagine that he got like really excited
Mhm.
and saw it and immediately like changed clothes and in the basement and then rode out on the golf cart.
They just charged
This
him with
guy's okay.
aggravated burglary, and he's held on $2,500 bond.
I also like how
Man.
they say alleged burglary instead of just
Definitely burglary.
definitely burglary, because it's not. It could be alleged against the person,
Mhm.
but one way or the other, this guy got his shit stolen.
He definitely
Like,
got his
it's-
shit stolen. Undoubtedly got his shit
burglary.
stolen.
Well, did he get it back though? Unharmed?
I don't know what happened to the golf cart. Oh, they did. Okay, they recovered the golf cart nearby off a bridge. And
off,
then he-
off of a bridge, or it was
near-
like on the
it's-
bridge?
Doesn't really say.
Didn't know if this guy like ghost rided.
It says on, but I don't know if it's on the bridge.
Off the bridge.
For sure. You
in
know?
his karate uniform.
And then he was found. And then he was found later on walking down the street with his karate uniform on. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's-
how old was this guy? Did
I
they
like
say?
him.
Is he also going to be like 61 like everyone else?
I've
is,
seen him, and he
like,
looked like he was
weirdly?
in his 40s.
Because if you're gonna rob
Everyone
somebody,
is so
if you're gonna
much
rob
older.
somebody, those are two good things to take, though.
Oh yeah,
That's
undoubtedly.
true.
You can get away from the scene in the golf cart.
That's what I
and
always
Yeah.
look
fight
for.
off anybody that you need to wearing the karate uniform.
It's very intimidating.
Mhm.
It's smart.
Unless it's like what's yellow belt? Probably not very good.
Yellow belt. Listen, you guys might
You a
not know
yellow
this
belt?
about me, but I was a black belt, baby.
Yo, wow.
I did karate for
Is like children's black belt different from
We're
adult
gonna have
black
to have a
belt, or does it
demonstration at some
transfer
point.
100%
over? Okay.
different. I did karate as a kid,
So,
and it's definitely different than adult karate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't walk around with that, wearing a karate uniform
I
saying,
think
"Hey,
you should.
hey, I'm Danny Karate. I'm Danny
Mhm.
Karate. Look out!
I don't think
I'll
like
throw a Danny Karate kick to
like
you,
Cobra Kai.
just like Cobra Kai."
Well, I don't think even if you are a black belt, you're not wearing it constantly everywhere you go.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
fucking
If you want any
weird.
fucking respect, you better.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I'm inclined to agree with Dan here.
That's a good point.
All right, moving on to our next article. One more after this. We got 2 articles left here. Lower Mainland teacher punished for mocking students and drinking before a dry graduation event.
What
You got to
what
read
age?
the
What
subtitle.
age?
No, you got to read the subtitle for
What
this
kind of
one.
school?
Agreed statement of facts say
Like
the
high
teacher
school?
asked students to arm wrestle.
What?
The tagline is
So
How
I
what
old are the
think,
makes
I
students?
think
it.
this might be in Canada.
I thought it was
I'm not
Australia.
entirely- Is it Australia? Somewhere where
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
entirely sure of the drinking age.
Something where they use
It's
lower
18,
mainland.
pretty
But they're
much
not
most
supposed to drink
places.
at
wait.
this
Is
Yeah,
this
event.
So are they high school
Hawaii?
or college?
Hawaii?
maybe?
I don't know where this one's located at, but let me read a couple.
Is it high school or
statements here.
college? Does
Yeah,
it
that's
say?
I
a
think
good
this is
point.
high school.
Okay.
I believe this is high
Because
school.
I'm
pretty
most
damn
places,
sure that this is high
I think
school.
most places in the world the drinking age is 18, and so high schoolers, as
But I
long
think-
as they follow
But
similar.
this was a dry event. He wasn't supposed to be
oh,
drinking
yo,
there.
no, I know.
According to the consent resolution committee, consent resolution agreement, teacher and basketball coach Edward
Of course, they're a
Lafergie
coach.
was issued a letter of discipline on October 5th, 2017, and suspended for 2 days without pay
That's
by the
it?
district.
But they don't give a
2
shit.
days
They gave
without
him
pay?
a fucking 2-day vacation.
In the agreed statement of facts, Lafergie acknowledges that he had 2 alcoholic drinks before the school's dry grad
And he
event.
was drunk.
What are the
He
2
says he had
alcoholic
2.
drinks?
Yeah,
Is it
2
like 2 bucket-sized Long
Yeah,
Islands?
right?
Like,
This was in June 2017 and made a number of comments to students at the party.
Or he had 2 quadruple shots.
So they were doing like a casino, like we kind of had during
Yeah.
So during a game of blackjack at the casino-themed grad party, Lafergie engaged in, quote, inappropriate behavior, the statement says.
Oh boy.
This is a quote here. When a female student said, "Hit me at the blackjack table,"
no.
Lafergie responded, I think this is great. "It would be uncomfortable for both of us if I hit you,
What?
but I am pleased to give you a card."
oh.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah.
That's a dad
That's a
joke
drunken
right there.
dad joke.
On several other occasions, the report says Lafergie pulled back his sleeve and said, "Look at my muscles."
Oh.
This guy sounds like a fucking
You know what?
blast. I want to hang out with this drunk fucking basketball coach.
At least he recognizes that he can't hit people like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm. Yeah,
I love how
definitely.
he's like, it would be uncomfortable.
Even though he has the muscles
Yeah.
and what he could
He's
do to
letting
them.
people know. He's warning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
get
fair.
Look at my muscles. On several, I'm sorry. The report also says that Lafergie began chanting the name of the school's basketball player and finished with the words, "is awkward."
What?
So like, Roy is awkward.
That's terrible. That's not.
This
Oh,
is
yeah, that one's
stupid
not
dad
fun.
jokes, right?
No, that's not even.
That's not fun.
that's
Lafergie
not
told
even
a student's
creatively
date,
Stupid dad joke.
"Your boyfriend's all right looking, but you could do better."
Ew.
Now you're
Ew,
getting.
now
Now you're
that's
getting
gross.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's him basically being like, you
he
should
seemed like
date
he was fun
me.
beforehand.
Lafergie commented to a male student who was standing behind his date that he was not old enough to be doing that, and that
To stand behind his date.
I
Yeah,
guess
what?
that he was awkward and that his date should get out.
Why is he keep? What the?
I don't like his comments on like it started out as just like fun
Yeah,
drunk
yeah.
dad at first.
I
But
shouldn't hit you. I'll give you a card.
And Lafergie challenged a male student to an arm wrestle.
Okay.
See, that's fun
Asserting
again.
dominance.
That's fun.
Fun
That's
again.
fun.
Yeah,
though. That's
but-
back to
Commenting
fun.
on
But-
high school girls' dates is
Okay,
gross.
it's fun. It's fun if it was just that. If it was an
Yeah.
isolated incident of him,
Being like, look at my
let's
muscles.
arm wrestle.
Arm
But
wrestle.
once
yeah.
once you add in the potential sexual
Right.
harassment or assault, and then challenge kids to arm wrestlings, it gets a little weird after
yeah.
that.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Um,
it still sounds like he's trying to convince that other girl that
There's
her
more
boyfriend
complaints.
sucks.
There's more than just
Yeah.
that. Another complaint
I
was made
imagine.
involving a mother of a student whom the document identifies as Mother A.
Mhm.
When Mother A
Mm.
told Lafergie who her son was, he began to laugh and said, "Is
Oh.
he even graduating?"
Oh,
What-
Jesus.
When Mother
Christ.
A asked
Alright.
Lafergie to
Yeah.
identify himself, Lafergie gave her the name of another teacher at the school.
See, that's hilarious again. That's really fucking funny.
Now that
the
part
first
is
part
pretty
isn't,
funny.
but
Mother A did not realize until the next day that she had actually been speaking to Lafergie.
Is there a mother B?
yeah. Is
There's
there
no mother.
C?
That's all that's on at least
Why don't
this
they just
article.
call her mother?
Yeah,
Like
I
capital
know.
M mother.
An
Um,
unnamed mother?
yeah.
He has no disciplinary history, and
So I think
He only got
most
suspended
Because
for
that was
2
the
days
first
without pay.
beer he ever had in his
what?
life.
I
Yeah.
think
What are
he
the
drank-
2 alcoholic beverages that
he
he
drank
had?
like
2
2
bottles
kegs.
of
Yeah.
vodka.
He was
or
like,
something.
yeah,
yeah.
I had a kegger before I came over.
Jesus.
two quarter
Lord.
barrels.
I bet you that was the first time you ever drank.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of that's really funny until he starts getting like creepy
Yeah,
with the teenage
yeah.
girls.
So when I found this article, there was a comment in the comments that said, "Ha ha ha! I had that teacher. This doesn't surprise me."
Oh man.
I
So-
like that.
Yeah.
All right, and our
That's
final
hilarious.
story for the evening, and this one's just kind of for fun. I pulled this one for you mostly, Paige.
Yeah.
This is World Heavy Metal Knitting Championship to launch in Finland.
Yes. Okay.
Heavy metal?
Heavy
As in-
metal
as in
knitting. Did you
music?
read this one?
No, I
Okay.
only read the headline, so I have a lot of questions about this one. Is it a combination of heavy metal music and knitting?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like just like people decked out in like heavy metal knitting,
Yes.
or is it literal heavy metal made into knitting needles? Like,
Oh,
is it
shit.
like,
Or are they knitting,
Yeah.
or is the yarn heavy metals?
yeah? Are
So
they
I
like
am-
knitting like
Mhm.
what's it called, chainmail?
Yeah.
This article has a lot of places in Finland that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce.
That's
Is it like
fair.
Norwegian black metal?
Oh, because then they'd be like,
Maybe
like
They have
some
a- I bet
murder
you they have a
involved.
knitting club and burning churches.
I'd be fucking in it.
The first heavy metal world knitting championships have been announced. They'll take place in Finland on June 11th. Quote, Finland is the promised land of heavy metal music, says the organizers.
So it's music and knitting together.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are 50 heavy metal bands per 100,000 Finnish citizens.
What is our
So,
metrics?
I don't
like
know if we
there?
track that, which is
They
astonishing.
They
We
like
need to
heavy. They
track
like
this.
metal in that region a lot.
Why isn't that something we track though? That needs to be in our census.
The
Are you
number
into
of
heavy
needlework
metal?
enthusiasts is equally high.
Okay.
As according to even the modest estimates, there are hundreds of thousands of people in Finland who are immersed in various kinds of needlework.
Aren't there only hundreds of thousands of people in? Oh, I guess Helsinki's probably got a decent.
Mhm.
What combines them both is the
population.
great joy of creativity. When playing a guitar as well as knitting stitches, it's all about the pleasure of creating something cool with
Wait,
your
what?
hands.
Did they say playing
Uh-huh.
guitar while knitting? As well as.
No.
I
So
was like,
are
what
people
kind
just-
of crazy fucking knitting?
Is it like live concerts, or are they just sitting around with like a Bluetooth speaker, listening to heavy metal and sitting in their chairs and knitting?
They're all in like a brightly
Because I
lit,
imagine like
gym
heavy
or
metal.
something.
If you're a fan, you get up and you get moving to that kind of music.
Yeah.
So
You're
it
headbanging
says-
or whatever.
It says to enter this competition,
Mm-hmm.
knitters must download the song Fight or Die by Jean Su. Is that how you say that?
Doubt it. That was real
That's
French.
French. Jones Su?
I don't know.
Nope, getting
I
more
don't
French
speak
with it.
More French, whatever. I don't know. I can't do Finnish. Trash metal band, Maniac Abductor.
What's
Mm.
trash?
Then upload a 1-minute clip of
Thrash.
themselves
Oh,
knitting.
thrash. He said trash.
Did I say trash? Oh, it
Yeah.
does say
I think you said
thrash.
thrash.
I'm sorry. It's a
I was like,
thrash.
what is
thrash
trash
metal
metal?
band? Sorry. Then you must upload a 1-minute video clip of themselves knitting along with the music to YouTube.
That's
So like you have
So
to
like, what do
knit.
they mean like knitting along though? Like, do I have to like, yeah, do I have to knit like really fast
Yeah,
along
like,
with it? Because I feel like I'd be really bad at knitting if I did that.
Oh,
I might have to see if I can find.
Video of this.
One of these,
Yeah. Oh wait,
they-
it's not a thing yet. This is the first one.
this is the first one.
But have they
This
uploaded
is the
their
very
videos
first
to
one.
YouTube yet?
Ooh, I
There
don't
was pictures
know.
of people knitting on
Alright.
stage with bands.
I'll look another time because I got something
I
here
have-
queued
oh,
up for.
Yeah. Let me
Dan,
wrap this up here.
I gotta go join this. Okay.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like obviously, I want to be a heavy metal knitter in
Mhm.
Finland.
I get it. If you can get us, I don't know what you win. Let's see. Does it
I don't
say?
think you win anything. It's not like a competition. Oh, it is a
It
championship.
is literally a
It's
competition.
a
honor.
championship.
Honor
What
and
do
respect.
I? Yeah. What do I have to knit? What would be the most heavy metal?
Oh,
thing
here,
to
here.
knit?
The knitter takes place in the jam while their balls of yarn and knitting
That is
needles swish
metal.
through the air.
What?
is
That doesn't
so
even make any
metal.
sense.
I don't think these people
What
who
does that
are
even-
organizing it have ever knitted.
That is metal.
What is it like? Am I knitting while someone else is literally
Mhm.
throwing my yarn? Because
It's
that
like
would
a
make it
performance
so
art.
much harder.
It's a performance.
Now
art.
I'm not in because fuck performance art.
What if they had heavy metal people and like people were up on stage and they were performing, and
And I'm just sitting there knitting.
they're like, yeah, they're side,
While they're still
they're
throwing
stage
my yarn?
performers with them or are just knitting.
I don't.
Does
I wanna-
not really.
I
se-
wanna
it does
join
not
this.
really seem like they know how the competition's going to work at all. I don't.
Or-
It sounds like there's
Yeah.
going to be some people on stage.
Knitting, throwing.
What the fuck is $1 million
what they're
guitar
doing.
solo? It says in heavy metal knitting, needlework and music become united like never before, says the organizer.
like
Okay.
like it's been done before.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like taking it to a new level.
On the same stage, accompanied by $1 million guitar solo, with hair flowing like the air.
Mm-hmm.
There's heavy metal music and knitting, shaking hands.
Honestly,
I feel like there's some
They're
Finnish
shaking
translation
hands,
issues
yeah.
here.
knitting may be
the most hardcore.
metal thing
There
out
might
there
be
that I
nothing
never
more metal
realized
than
was
Sure,
metal.
yeah.
than knitting. Yeah.
I like their use of like it's so metal. They're
Mhm.
shaking hands.
All right, well, that actually wraps up all the news we have
Alright.
for this month, but that is not the end of the podcast here. Now it is time for Connor's Unsolved Corner.
Oh,
You ready for it?
So, yeah, I'm ready. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play a little intro that I have, courtesy of Discovery Canada. Here we go. Hope the volume's okay. I might have to
I
adjust
can adjust it here.
Okay. Also, in case we get an ad. Because,
There's always something.
You wanna turn it up a bit?
nighttime in the Florida Everglades that you just don't know what was that, or did that make a sound, or you can't put your foot on exactly what it is.
I love this guy's
In the
accent.
depths of the Florida Everglades, tales of a strange and mysterious creature have lurked since the 1800s.
Supposedly a creature that is primate, ape-like.
They got a smell. It's a definite odor. Smells like a wet dog or a goat, maybe.
A hairy,
goat,
reeking
maybe.
beast. Is it man-monster or myth? And what is this elusive creature called?
What is this?
Skunk Ape! Skunk Ape! Arr, Skunk Ape!
Did he say
Did he have a stroke?
Wait, can we... I'm going to back that up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
want to hear this name
Back
again.
that up a little bit.
I want to
'cause
hear
this
this name
Here we
This
go.
is what our
Creature
Unsolved segment is this week, month, guys.
Skunk Ape! Skunk Ape! Arr, Skunk Ape!
Romp.
Did
So what is he
Okay,
saying there,
so-
Connor?
Skunk ape.
Yep.
What
But
we're
he-
going to discuss now
We're
is
talking
a,
about the infamous Skunk Ape. Skunk
Yeah.
Ape tonight,
Skunk
ladies and
ape.
gentlemen.
I like the way he said it the first time.
it's a very mythical cryptid sort of creature that naturally, I'm sorry to talk too much about Florida, but
We're back to Florida.
I'm shocked.
and it seems to be pretty real. Let's start off by I'll give you a quick description. Now this comes from a self-proclaimed Jane Goodall of the Florida Everglades. His name's Dave Sheely. And Sheely,
Wait a second.
unfortunately,
Did you just say a self-proclaimed
that's not something-
Jane Goodall
I'm
of the
pretty sure
Florida
that's what this
Everglades?
That's
is.
not something you get to self-proclaim.
You do
I'm
not
just-
get
You can't
to
be like, I'm a
self-proclaim that at all.
self-proclaimed
This
doctor.
is just what I mean. If you thought that was bad, wait until you hear about the rest of his existence,
no.
because Dave Sheely has spent his entire life studying a smelly hominid cryptid known as the skunk ape.
They really want you to know it smells
Yeah,
bad.
and
like
not
they're
only
driving
that,
that home.
he spent his entire life doing that. He also established the official skunk ape research headquarters
Oh
in
my
Okeechobee,
God.
Florida. Here he conducts studies, investigates reports on sightings, and brings awareness, because we definitely need more awareness,
Yeah.
to the elusive creature of the Everglades. So, the skunk ape, it seems like it's a distant relative, or maybe close relative, of Bigfoot.
Sounds like it.
Okay, and obviously a lot of people think it's fake, but there are some pictures
Yeah, I
out
wonder
there,
why people
and
think it's fake.
there are some pictures out there that were taken in 2001, and let me find a quote. So, it says, in mid-February of 2001, a number of reporters in Florida began publishing stories of an unnamed woman who had seen an unusual ape-like entity stealing apples off of her back porch near the Miaka River in Sarasota County. So they call it the Miaka Skunk Ape.
So I
Um,
think this is just a fucking stinky monkey that somebody
I
found.
think
Yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
smelly homeless man.
Now,
Or just a smelly
That's what
homeless
I think.
man.
I think it's just a
Didn't
smelly
you say,
homeless
did you,
man
did you say
stealing
it's
apples.
7 feet tall?
I'm getting there.
Okay,
There
sorry.
are,
I'm
there
sorry.
are,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh no, it's
I'm getting
okay.
ahead of myself
It's
here with
okay.
the skunk ape.
There are pictures. This one I can't really.
We can't really show it off.
I can't
too
really
well.
show it
Yeah.
too well, but you know, it looks sort of. Where's the other one that I have? Because I don't know what I did with it, but it's sort of. It looks like. It's
Imagine
definitely
like Bigfoot,
ape-like, okay?
right? Like
Yeah. So, but more like, a lot of people when they first saw these pictures said that's an orangutan.
Okay,
So imagine that kind
so like
of.
real
and it
long
sort of
arms.
had now. The pictures
a
that I
big-
see here, they have it has sort of black fur,
Okay.
but a lot of them say in the sunlight it looks sort of more reddish, which would
orangutan,
sound
yeah.
like. But
An orangutan.
orangutans get 7 feet tall.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
honestly
don't think
know.
they do. Look
Are
it up.
there
Look it up.
orangutans naturally in Florida?
I
I don't
don't-
think so.
I
Did,
don't know.
Did any
That's
escape
another good
from a
point.
zoo at any point?
But while you're looking
How do you
that
spell
up,
orangutan?
Orangutan.
orange with no e,
Orangutan.
utan,
Orang.
orang utan.
That's not right.
What is that?
Okay, anyway, so they've got some pictures of
you spelled it the French way? Left
of this
out all
Miaka
the
skunk
sounds?
ape.
Don't worry
and
about it.
He's in a crouching position, sort of standing up in the bushes, and the flash goes
They don't get that
off.
tall.
And you can see its teeth also
4.5
in
feet.
these pictures. See?
Ooh, shit.
Nowhere
So
near-
maybe this
nowhere near
is
as
just
tall.
a...
You need to Google Skunk Ape. I need to see pictures of this.
Oh yeah, you want to
I
see some
need to
pictures of the skunk
Either
ape?
way.
Skunk Ape.
I can show you some pictures of the skunk ape.
The one thing that they've been consistent about is that this thing smells like
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
apparently.
And the
There it
woman that
is.
took the pictures said, I judge it as being about 6.5
There's the
to
skunk
7
ape.
feet tall. So you guys have a picture up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
If you're hearing this, you need to look up
Google
right now.
Skunk Ape.
Mhm.
Wherever you're at, wherever you're listening to this right now,
Unless you're driving.
look up skunk. Unless you're driving, don't pull
Nah,
over.
even then,
no,
we're
but
going
no,
all
pull
out.
over. Pull over.
Yeah,
to look this
this
up.
might be
Don't do it
worth
while
pulling
driving.
over.
Pull over. Look up the skunk ape. This looks fake as shit. What are you
It
talking
does.
about?
It
This
looks
looks so
super
fucking
fake.
fake.
What are you saying?
This looks like a drawn picture. What do you mean? This looks
No.
so ridiculously
No.
Doesn't
fake.
look.
That's the realest picture I've ever seen.
So, like, maybe.
And then the pictures that are like
Maybe.
hard to tell if it's a skunk ape
Those
or
are the
just like
clearest.
pictures of furry stuff
Yep,
in the bushes.
Hear me out on this.
Mhm.
Maybe this guy who founded this like center for
Yeah,
research
Dave Shealy.
is actually doing something good, and the Everglades are in danger of
Mhm.
shrinking or being
Yeah.
lost to
Mhm.
industrialization. And maybe this is his way of trying to garner interest. You know,
Maybe.
it could be that.
Or
He's got a little pop-up stand on the road, he
Or-
says, where he sells all sort of...
Guys, we got to make
that's
a road
his
trip.
research center,
We got to
actually.
make a road trip to this research center. I feel like
Well,
I need to know everything about.
Didn't you
Skunk
find
Ape.
some more out about Dave?
Oh, I'll get there, but let me just
Oh,
tell you
shit.
this final quote. The woman that supposedly saw it and snapped those pictures that you were just looking at,
Yeah.
she says, enclosed, she sent these to reporters at the Tampa Tribune, and she says, enclosed, please find some pictures I took. My husband thinks it is an orangutan. Is someone missing an orangutan? It is in a crouching position in the middle of standing up from where it was sitting. That's what crouching is, but it froze as soon as the flash went off. I heard the orangutan. So she even
Thinks
is
it's-
calling it
Yeah,
an
she just thinks
orangutan.
it's a strip.
I heard the orangutan walk off into the bushes. I judge it as being about 6.5 to 7 feet tall. And
That's
as soon
fucking
as I
huge.
realized how close it was, I got back to the house. It had an awful smell that lasted well after it had left my yard. The orangutan was making deep whoomp noises.
Whoomp.
Yeah, that's WOOMP.
Whoomp, whoomp, whoomp,
And for
whoomp,
2 nights
yeah.
prior, it had been taking apples that their daughter brought back down
Oh,
to
what a
them.
fucking dick.
Yeah, it kept taking
Why
What a
are
apples
they
off
just
goddamn
the
leaving
back
apples
porch.
in the back porch? Who the
I
fuck
think
does
it
that?
says their daughter was bringing them down and like giving them to them, but leaving them on their
Oh,
back porch.
gotcha.
And I assume they were just leaving them out there. Still stupid. but you
Yeah,
don't
it
store
makes a
apples
little more
outside,
sense.
especially in Florida.
I love how she's like, is anybody missing an orangutan?
Mhm.
Not like, did one escape from a zoo? Did we
No,
lose
did
one? She's
anybody,
just like, yo, is
yo.
anybody missing an orangutan?
she
Did
said-
anybody
says-
lose their pet orangutan?
We got a dog back there now, and as far as I can tell, it hasn't been back.
I would be
So the
worried about
skunk
leaving my
ape-
dog out there.
The skunk ape
The skunk ape
maybe
ate their
took,
fucking
now,
dog?
This is let's just go ahead and say this is from SasquatchChronicles.com.
Let's just throw that out there for everyone.
But they obviously don't want any fuss or people with guns traipsing
course
around
not, of
behind
course
their
not.
house. And
Listen,
does?
we don't want you guys looking too hard into
now
this.
in
It's
2001 they were worried why people hadn't been alerted that an orangutan or an animal this size was out running around.
Yeah.
And so that brings us to today. And as I've already said, Dave Shealy, the Jane Goodall of Florida Everglades.
cool. Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to
He's-
specify that every single
He's got
time.
his own Skunk Ape research headquarters
Yeah.
in Florida, and he's become
Wait a
an
second.
expert.
Wait a fucking
He's
second.
become an expert.
Did you just tell me
Yes.
that the self-proclaimed Jane Goodall of the Everglades has his own
Yes.
skunk ape research
Yeah, that's
facility?
what we're talking about.
I
we
got
gotta,
the address here if
we
anybody
gotta
lives
go
in
there.
Florida and wants to visit it.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this is exclusively dedicated to
To
skunk
Skunk
ape.
Ape.
and skunk
Oh,
ape
yeah,
only
Yeah.
the
research.
official Skunk Ape research headquarters.
Are there baby skunk apes? Are
Let
there
me,
more than one skunk apes?
They've
I
got a
mean,
website. It
Theoretically,
appears
it could be the last of the species.
skunkape.info if anybody else wants to look it up. Oh boy, that's-
Skunkape.info, huh?
He's got a gift
Interesting.
shop.
Oh, of course he
Oh,
fucking has a
what's he
gift
got?
shop.
A
Of
gift
course,
shop
that's the
with
first fucking thing you
alligator
see is the
products.
gift shop.
Alligator products?
A
That
gift
doesn't
shop with
seem-
alligator products.
That doesn't make
Interesting.
any
So you
goddamn
can get
sense.
some alligator bone knives with beads, alligator purse, alligator money clip, alligator
So he's like
skull.
protect the Everglades except alligators
So
because fuck those guys.
And it's all about the skunk ape, but he doesn't sell any skunk ape merchandise
Right.
in his. He gives tours,
Oh, okay.
gives tours of the Everglades. So that's actually
Alright,
pretty
that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I would take
does,
some tours of the Everglades.
yeah.
They're really dangerous.
Ecotourism.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Looks
when I
like he
Dave.
goes canoeing,
Yeah, that would scare me.
kayaking,
Okay.
He does it
He's a
all.
fit
fishing
man.
with all of them.
He's a fit and
Now,
active
these
man.
this is actually pretty cool. The Everglades Adventure Tours. So, unfortunately, you have to go to the Skunk Ape Research Center to do
What
that.
do you mean, unfortunately?
He's
I
got his
think
own zoo.
we
It
need to
looks
go.
like. He just has
Ooh.
one.
Wait a second.
He just
He
has
has his
one
own zoo?
picture. It just says, all I see is a tab that says zoo, and when I click on it, it's just a picture of an alligator. So
A single alligator.
it's not very clear.
Okay.
Camping.
Here's my zoo. It's my pet.
They got a campground there, Trail Lakes Campground. But anyway, so he says, Sheely is aware that the skunk ape, like its alleged distant relative Bigfoot, is considered by many to be a figment of imagination. You don't say. The National Park Service even refers to the creature as nothing more than a local myth. He says, despite the lack of serious attention paid to his cause, Sheely insists that there are 7 to 9 skunk apes currently living in the
7 to
Everglades.
9.
Yeah, 7 to 9.
What is this guesstimate based on?
And he has been working tirelessly to document their existence.
Oh my god.
I want to know what he's basing this on. Like, has he
his research? He's
His
out there. in the
What
Everglades.
research?
Yeah, well, what research?
What
is he...
what research
His
has proven?
research.
Like, oh man, maybe the skunk ape does exist.
Well, I don't
I
know.
think
You'd
there's
have to ask. Should we give him a call?
7 to 9.
Do you have
of
Dave's
them.
number?
Probably not. But we could call the
I could
probably
research
find
center.
I feel like you could probably find Dave's
Oh, the
number.
research
Yeah.
center. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
At least that. And knowing him, he's probably working there. It says the skunk ape earns its name for its unusual odor, which some have likened to the smell of rotting garbage,
Oh.
methane, or quite simply
Oh.
skunks.
Okay.
Some researchers attribute the mammal's odor to its natural habitat of alligator dens filled with swamp gas and animal cadavers.
Wait, so they think they live in alligator dens?
Um,
They say
yeah,
that's
that's what the
their
alligators are
natural...
I
related
think
for.
so, or just because they
Habitat?
live in the Everglades, maybe there are a lot of alligator
But they
dens
specifically
and
said dens.
Yeah,
Like, do
yeah.
they have like evidence of these?
maybe they do. They must.
Like, do they cohabitate? Or are they enemies? Are
Hey,
they
there we
friends?
go.
I have a lot of questions about this. Are
Maybe
Also,
they? Do they like hunt together? Are
Hear
they
me out.
buddies?
skunk ape and an alligator versus an army of turtles.
Oh shit, that's the
we
ultimate.
gotta figure out
Whoa,
what kind of
hold on,
turtles
hold
though.
on,
That's
hold
the
on,
big
hold
on.
question.
Let's hold on.
Okay.
Let's think about this.
Okay.
here. Okay, so we're gonna go through one by one.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna say skunk ape versus army of turtles, right?
hmm
And then you got to present your reasoning for why yours would win.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna start with you, Paige.
So,
Can
couple
we,
questions.
real quick, can we designate an amount of turtles in this army?
Yes. We need to get some specifics out.
20,000.
Because we know what a skunk ape is, so we got to get
Yeah.
some specifics on
Yeah.
the turtles. So we'll say you got like because it's an army, right?
Yeah.
What would you consider an army of turtles? Both of you.
20,000.
Yes.
20,000 armed turtles.
I would consider.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
100?
I'm pretty sure. Like the guy in the article maybe has 28.
How about,
turtles.
let's put it this way.
like for real? I
Let's
think
put it
his
this way.
army's of like 28 turtles at the most.
What number of turtles coming at you would make you afraid?
I feel like it need to be like a sea.
Like if you
of
saw
turtles
30
coming at me.
if you saw 30 coming straight for you.
If I saw 6
you feel?
turtles walking towards me, I'd freak the fuck
Dan
out.
doesn't like turtles.
Okay. Then there you go. So Dan would you'd make it
Well, let's start it off.
you'd make
with,
it
let's
6
start off
turtles
with
as
you,
an army.
Paige, though.
Okay.
So it's 6 turtles. 6 turtles is an army, right? You can throw like 1 or 2
Six.
snapping turtles in there. The rest are just
Ooh.
regular turtles because we don't know for sure.
Okay.
Go.
Does the skunk ape have an alligator with it?
No, it's skunk ape.
But
Skunk ape
we
alone.
thought they might.
this. We don't know.
cohabitate.
We don't
We
know.
don't know.
We don't know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with fucking. I'm
Do
gonna go with
hypotheticals.
skunk ape.
You're going with skunk ape.
I'm going with skunk
And
ape.
why?
Because if it is like an orangutan, then like they can be peaceful and chill and not eat meat, but they could also literally just like rip my arms off
Yeah.
from their sheer insane strength.
They could probably
So-
Not to mention the mobility.
Not to mention the mobility.
I
So,
mean, this says maybe this might help your decision.
is this
also.
Dave? Dave?
Yeah,
Dave and
according
his
to
research.
Sheely, I'm assuming he gets this from his extensive research.
Yeah, I'm sure.
An average male skunk ape reportedly stands 6 to 7 feet tall and weighs roughly 450 pounds. Females are
That's fucking
considerably
huge.
smaller,
Yeah.
standing only
Wow.
5 to 6 feet and weighing only up to 250 pounds. So,
Okay, yeah, my vote's still on skunk ape.
Still on
for
skunk ape? What about you?
sure,
yeah,
Yeah.
I think skunk ape too.
I think we all are gonna vote skunk ape because
Yeah.
this is what a skunk ape would do. It would just take those turtles and just smash them on its
Just
leg.
step on 'em
unfortunately,
or eat
without
'em.
the Blastoise
So let's up it.
cannons on the back, the turtles aren't.
They're
Let's
scared.
up it
doomed.
then.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
up it
they're
then.
doomed.
20,000 turtles.
20,000 turtles.
20,000 turtles
Paige?
wins.
20,000 turtles definitely seems like it could overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the skunk ape could also just chuck them endlessly.
Like
just
kick
every
them?
time, just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Just
I mean,
throw
7
'em.
feet's big,
Yeah.
but there are humans out there that are 7 feet. and
That's
Oh
probably-
yeah,
true.
absolutely.
That's
Probably
true.
pushing that weight.
Like
too. Just look
Andre
at
the
basketball
Giant is
players.
massive.
I'm just
Andre
thinking
the Giant
normal
is
ass
dead.
basketball players.
So
I started Big Fish the other day again, that movie, and
I'm
it's got that one guy, yeah.
that giant in there,
Mhm.
and he's dead too,
yeah,
unfortunately.
gigantism isn't good for the
Nope.
body.
So are you going with
Longevity.
20,000 turtles as well?
Yeah, I just
So that was your final answer, right?
I
20,000
can't see.
turtles.
Mine, I
20,000
think
is
that
too
time was
many.
still skunk ape.
Skunk Ape, really? I think I'd go with 20,000 turtles.
I
Like,
feel like it
good
could
fucking
just-
luck with 20,000
That's
anything.
true. I feel like it could
Yeah.
get over.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it depends on the turtle, as we
Yeah.
discussed earlier.
If it's like
totally.
20,000
If it's just like a
snapping
normal-
turtles,
There's
I'm
various
totally
turtles.
on
You
pet
got some
store
sea
turtle.
turtles even in there, and sea turtles are fucking big.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
they're nice.
Yeah, but they're like, can
I'm
you,
sure they
can
defend
you lift a
themselves
sea turtle?
if they
I
had
don't
to.
know
They
if
got
they
big.
would.
They got big.
Can you lift a sea
mouths.
turtle?
No,
Exactly.
I couldn't lift a
They're
skunk
like
ape.
millions
though,
of years old
either.
too. They probably know magic.
Probably.
That's a really good point.
Anyway,
to make.
so both sexes are covered in long reddish or black hair, similar to that of orangutan or gorilla, and they stand upright on 2 legs like Bigfoot. So they've got castings of their footprints, which show they have 4 toes on each foot. They've got stool samples
Sweet.
that
Ew.
indicate.
How do they
that
know
they're-
it's them?
It's just
How do they
just
know it's their
do-
it's
stool
just probably
samples?
some
Research.
homeless dude's poop.
It
all of
really
his
probably
research.
is.
Research.
I need some.
Well, check this out.
research.
Yeah,
Check
sources
this out.
on his
let's,
research.
Let's just assume that Dave Shealy is being 100% honest. Okay?
That's a
Yeah.
bold assumption, but
Yeah.
okay.
I know it is, but let's just assume. It says seasonal stool samples have indicated that their omnivorous diet consists of bird nestlings, wild hogs, and native berries. So, if this is to be believed, something out there is
Interesting.
eating wild hogs.
All right.
That's pretty impressive because
Yeah.
those things will fuck you up.
I know.
Yeah.
So that line right there makes me think that
they'd fucking win.
the skunk
Oh,
ape
yeah.
would beat
Yeah.
20,000
Skunk ape
turtles.
would be-
Yeah, dude, they're
Mhm.
intense.
All right. Well, maybe the skunk ape's got an advantage. Is
I
that...
want to know how he's doing this research and what his guesstimate on how many
That's a
they
good
are
question.
and where the alligator den stuff comes into
And
play.
where he's getting this
I've got
fucking
a little
money.
bit-
How is he being
I've got a
funded?
little
Oh, you
bit
got a little
more
bit more? Okay,
information. I've
okay.
got a
Alright.
little bit more.
Let's get a
Throw
little
it
bit
at
more on
us.
the skunk ape.
So, let's just say, let's go back to when Shealy was 10. Okay,
Okay.
Oh,
that's when he had his first sighting.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
His first sighting
now
of the skunk
it doesn't give much information on what the sighting was like or
Right.
anything. Not on this article, at least. I'm sure we could find it, but he's been documenting his methods on how to bait skunk apes, how to get them to
Okay.
come out, how to get them to approach you so you can, sight them. He's compiled these tips into his Everglades Skunk Ape Research Field Guide,
oh shit, you guys.
which is both sold online. So if you wanna
Okay.
pick one of those up, we can. We can
Alright.
flip through it. I'm sure it's
We might want to do that for
We
a
might
deep dive
need
later
to,
on.
yeah.
yeah. And you can also buy them at the Ochope headquarters for anybody that's near there in Florida.
Okay.
Such tips include instructions on properly wetting lima beans, a skunk ape's favorite treat, and a reminder to store
Wetting
deer
lima,
liver
properly wetting
on
lima
ice.
beans.
Deer
Deer
liver, on ice?
So
Sweet
yeah,
tips.
so those are the
Specific.
two big tips.
Sweet fucking tips, Dave.
That's so specific.
Thank
Deer
you so
liver
much,
on. What
Dave,
about
for
other
those
liver?
fucking tips, buddy.
What about chilled but
I
not on
appreciate
ice?
it.
He says that even though he's created skunk ape baiting tactics, he is vehemently opposed to the poaching or capturing of these mystical creatures.
Okay.
He recommends that anybody who encounters a skunk ape should
Don't
wait,
prove that
should-
it doesn't exist.
should
basically.
wait 5 days before publishing their findings. Or
Why?
Before publicizing their findings.
Give it enough time to get away, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So as to give
Are
the
they
skunk
completely
ape
nomadic?
sufficient time
Oh,
to
okay.
leave the area.
Well, if they live in dens and shit, then they're
So-
not like nomadic.
Oh, and they read the news.
this is convenient
they know when to
because
leave.
True.
this means that nobody can prove that he's lying or
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They're
They
like,
also
Yeah, that's
can't
make
prove
sure the
that he's
skunk ape
telling the
leaves,
truth.
so that
Yeah.
we can't just prove it's just
Yeah.
an orangutan. That's
But
a
if
little
there's only 7, I mean, how big? Can we look up how big the Florida Everglades are? Is that
they're
possible?
pretty-
fucking
they're
massive.
I know.
The Florida
huge,
Everglades
yeah.
are massive.
So this dude,
Let's
he's
see
I,
what I
I,
can
I
find.
mean 7 to
have
9
it
is
open
just
right
an
now.
assumption. If they're living in alligator dens, there
Which
could
I
be-
need to
there could
know
be
more
dozens
about that.
more.
Like,
Yeah.
I need to know, how does he know how many there are? And do they cohabitate with alligators? Or
They
do
must.
they fight with them over their dens?
area is 7,800 miles. The Florida Everglades.
Yep.
So the Everglades are
Squared.
massive. I mean, listen, there's probably some weird shit out in the Florida Everglades, and maybe that this skunk ape does exist. But you know what? I don't think Dave's really the person to research it.
Well, you know,
He doesn't seem as qualified as he lets off.
that's the thing, is that I think, after reading more about this, I think that Dave's sort of using this to get more people to recognize
the Everglades.
the Everglades and the
Yeah.
problems that they have.
Which
and
I'd be
the
fine with.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah, yeah.
method you want to get people interested in
But I hope
conservation
that
efforts,
he's
that's
telling the
awesome.
truth.
You guys are definitely giving
I
Dave
hope
the
that he's
benefit
telling
of
the
the
truth.
doubt.
Yeah.
I like Dave.
I like that he's the Jane
And
Goodall
if you
of
want-
the Everglades.
If you want, we can listen to just a little bit more of this.
Go out on
video.
a little bit more
It
of the
was,
Skunk Ape.
was that him talking when he goes like wrong
I'm not
Ape?
sure if
Like,
that
was that him?
but he is in one of these
Oh
videos.
my god.
Listen to a little bit more of
South
this.
Florida, home to the Kong of the swamps. Okay, not quite as big as the guy in the movie.
The skunk ape is really the Florida version of the Bigfoot.
Here in the
Don't
Sunshine
say.
State is also
This is
where
Dave.
this full-time skunk ape
This is
hunter
Dave. This is our
has
boy.
turned his campgrounds
What
into
does
the
Dave got to say?
research
I wanna hear him
headquarters.
As much as I'm looking for skunk apes, I'm also looking for pythons.
Pythons,
Yes, ma'am.
diamondback rattlesnakes.
Oh my, there's more?
There's more. My name's Dave Shealy. I'm the lead researcher at Skunk Ape Research Headquarters. When I was 10 years old, I was hunting with my brother Jack, and he saw something in the distance. So he picked me up where I could see over the grasses, and in the distance,
tall
I
is-
saw a figure. About 7 feet tall,
That's
covered
just a
with
gorilla.
hair,
tall is good.
little lunched
Oh.
over, walking
shit.
across the marshland.
He's been
intense.
relentlessly searching for signs ever since.
What?
And over 2 decades after that first encounter,
2 decades.
He's only-
claimed to
obsessed.
get the proof he had been waiting
He's
for.
only
He has
30.
not gotten
Okay.
any
I
proof.
spent
I need
No,
to-
you can't tell me
6 months
this
out
guy
in
is
the
only
Everglades
30.
in the area where there had been sightings,
I need to
and I
turn
got
this around
lucky.
a little
I
bit. You
filmed
can
a
see this.
7-minute video.
Clearly.
Pretty dramatic footage.
His proof is a
Clearly.
shadow,
Who saw
a
the video
shadow
was
in
like,
the background that you can barely see what's going on. Is his proof for the
Mhm.
existence of a skunk ape? You know what I think
Of 6 to 7 or 7 to 9
Yep.
skunk apes.
I think the
That's
skunk
his
ape
evidence.
is going to be one of those mysteries we never know about.
Mhm.
I think
never know.
I think this one's going to remain
Never gonna solve it.
unsolved. All right, guys, that was Connor's unsolved corner.
Connor's unsolved Connor.
Connor's unsolved corner. Connor, thank you so much
Yeah,
for that one.
thank
That was great.
And that is where we're going to wrap up the podcast for the evening, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to our
Thank you,
very
everybody.
first Pearcast.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That
yeah.
was a lot of
I
fun.
thought the
It
topics
was
were good.
Topics
It
were
was
good. Yeah, we'll be
I
back.
learned a lot about Florida.
Yeah.
Right now, we're doing
And
this
way too
kind of
much
as
about sex
a
dolls.
once monthly thing. But if you guys want to stay tuned to it, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at DanPearBig. Connor, do you want to throw your Twitter out there?
Yeah, I'm at the Lord Otter.
Paige doesn't really use Twitter or anything
I'm
like
at Not
that.
Quite Heroes, but I literally have never used it. So
Yeah, so it
Get
probably
at
won't
me.
do any good. This is also kind of an extension of my Twitch, twitch.tv/DanPearBig. We are actually broadcasting this live right now on Twitch. And you guys can always catch these episodes live on Twitch when we do them. And more details about that can be found on our Discord, discord.me/DanPearBig. Or you can always just follow me on Twitter and stuff like that. But that's where we're going to end it for the evening. Connor, can't wait to have you back here.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank
Paige.
you.
blessed. Yeah.
I can't wait to have you back here as well.
Yes.
You stream with me,
I do.
so I appreciate that. So you can also see her on the streams with me
Mhm.
as well
I'll
at
be
Twitch. But thank you guys so much for listening to this, and we will talk to you later.
All hail the Night King.
All right.